How's it going, everyone? Tight T88 here. I'm going to be doing a different video today. I posted a comment earlier this week how I was going to do a video talking about how this particular company is overpriced and overrated. And I stand 100% behind that. And the reason for that is that Shimano is a good company. They make good reels. They make decent lasting reels. However, the features you get on these reels do not hold up against other companies. Other companies are giving you more features, more bearings, just more of everything nowadays. And Shimano is giving you not even the bare minimum of what you should be getting in a modern day ultralight fishing reel, and most importantly, or more specifically, bass fishing gear. So let's just go over why. Now this little reel here, this is the Shimano FX. If you were to buy this reel for $20, that's how much it costs, I would not say you made a bad decision. You made a pretty good decision, because this is not a bad little reel for $20. It's got 2 ball bearings. It's got an aluminum crank arm with a plastic knob. So it's okay for ultralight fishing. I wouldn't really recommend it for bass fishing. For ultralight fishing, you don't need all that heavy equipment. You just need something that can hold up to panfish and the occasional big bass, right? So this wouldn't be a bad buy. But the issue with Shimano is that this reel here is essentially the same gear, or same reel as your Shimano Sedona and Sahara. That's a $65, $70 reel to Sedona, and an $80 to $85 reel for the Sahara. It's essentially this reel, but you're paying $65 to $70 more for bare minimum upgrades. I'm gonna go over what those upgrades are. With the Sahara, that's a 4 ball bearing system. So you're getting only 2 more bearings. You're getting an extra bearing here, and you're getting a bearing in your line roller. That's it. You're only getting 2 more bearings. Other companies are offering way more. The other upgrade you're getting is a clicking bail system. This is just your basic spring bail system. The Sahara has a clicking bail system, but when I'll go over some of these other reels that I have, they give you way better features for way less. And then finally, the other is the Hagani gears that you get inside the Sahara, and this is just zinc alloy. If you heard or seen any of my other videos, you already know I am not a fan of the cold forge Hagani gears, because yes, they may feel more refined because it's a softer metal, it's aluminum, so as the gears are impacting each other, they are absorbing that impact, so you don't feel the gears hitting each other nearly as much, so it does feel a little more refined. However, zinc alloy is 2.5 times stronger than laser cut aluminum gears. Cold forge aluminum gears are a little bit weaker than laser cut gears. So zinc alloy gears that you find in this $20 cheap reel are or even stronger, more than 2.5 times stronger than those Hagani gears. They don't hold up. I used to have a Shimano Sedona. I used it for 2.5 years before I just donated it, because as the 3rd year started, I noticed my crank arm just started moving a lot more. It was wobbling all over the place. It was because the aluminum gears, the teeth had worn down. So there's a lot more play. Zinc alloy gears, this is a 3-year-old reel. I bought it 3 years ago. Just as smooth, just as tightly fitted together as it was the day I bought it, because it's got zinc alloy gears. The Sedona, which is a $65 reel, wore out in 3 years. This is still working like the day I bought it. So you don't get a lot of features when you spend a lot more money. Let's just go through the line from the FX up to the Sahara. The Shimano Sienna, same exact reel, but you get 1 bearing. That is it. And it's painted red. This is a red spool instead of a gold spool, but it's got the same knob, same crank arm, same everything else. It's just you get 1 more bearing. That's not worth $10 more. It's a $30 reel. Then the next upgrade from the FX is the Shimano NextSave. That's $50, $30 more than this. And what do you get? You get one more bearing still. So you get one more bearing, and now you have a rubber knob. So you're telling me it's worth $30 more for a cheap rubber knob and one more bearing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is a complete ripoff. Then let's move up to the Shimano Sedona. I already mentioned that. That is, got the Hagani gears. You get 2 more bearings, right? You have 3 bearings plus the anti-reverse bearing. For $40 more than this reel, that's not enough. It comes with the same exact, this is the same exact bale wire. The Sienna, the NoxSave, and Sedona come with the exact same bale wire, same bale spring, very cheap. Well, I think the Sedona might have a clicking bale, but the NoxSave, $50 NoxSave, has the exact same bale. It's the exact same reel, except you get one more bearing and a rubber knob. And this bale wire is very flimsy. I have bent this bale wire more times than I can count. I had to bend it back. And it's just not a strong bale wire. But for 20 bucks, I'm not going to complain about it. For $50, $60, you bet your ass I'm going to complain about it. That's why I'm making this video now. So it's just, Shimano should be giving you more features, more upgrades for your money, and they just aren't. And then when it comes to the Sierra, we already went over all the features of the Sierra versus this. The Sierra does have a clicking bale system, does have those Hagani gears, which I don't like. I already went over that. It's just not worth $65, $70 more than this reel. I would rather buy 4 of these reels than one Sahara, because this is just as smooth as that Sahara. Look how smooth that is. That is a very smooth reel. Very smooth reel. I will say I wish the bale spring was a little stronger. Sometimes it gets caught like that, and I have to push it down manually, and that bale wire is really weak. But for 20 bucks, I'm not going to complain about it, right? So I just think that the Shimano line is lacking, and I'm going to back it up. So this is the FX, right? $20. We already talked about the Sahara. Let's talk about a equivalent $20 reel. This is the Lew's Light Speed. For $20, same price as this. They are different sizes. This is a 1000, this is a 500, or a Lew's 75. This has 3 ball bearings, one more than that, a much thicker bale wire, a rubberized knob, a better looking overall reel. The frame is way better looking, and it's the same price. So you're getting a lot more features, and this has a stronger drag. The drag sounds just as good. The bale spring is really strong. You can really hear it slap that back over. For $20, this is the better reel to buy between the two. Let's go up to the next price point reel that I have that is just way better. It is way better than the Shimano, Sedona, and FX. And that is the Quantum Optic, or not Optic. The Optic's not a good reel. Do not buy that reel. But the Quantum Octane, which is now known as the Quantum Drive. I'll go over the Octane first, and then I will go over the upgrades that the Quantum Drive is, because they're the same reel, except the new Drive, this is the older version, the new Drive has a red bale wire, and it has a couple additional features. But let's just look at this reel right here. This is a $40 reel. So this is $10 cheaper than the NoxSave. This comes with 5 bearings. NoxSave has 3. This has 5 bearings, 2 bearings on either side of your main gear, bearing in your line roller, bearing in your knob, and then you have the anti-reverse bearing. Those are your 5 bearings. On top of that, this has a much stronger drag system. This is a 16-pound drag system versus the Shimano NextSave or equivalent 3000 size. That has, I think, 8 or 10-pound drag. This is way better. This has a much stronger drag system. Also, just look at this reel in comparison to the Shimano's. The NextSave looks exactly like this reel, except the spool's blue. So this reel versus this reel. Let's make it so you can actually see it. The Octane looks way better. You got these laser cut holes in it, with flat black paint with those red accents. It just looks phenomenal. Painted bale wire that's way thicker than any Shimano reel that you'll buy. And it goes into that bearing line roller, and you get a really nice rubberized knob. All for $40. And it is a unibody design, a very strong unibody. That means there's no side plate here. There's no screws right here. So it's strong, but it's also aesthetically pleasing. Just look at how good this reel looks. On top of that, look at this. It is a direct connect crank arm. It goes directly into the frame. It's not cross hex, like even going up to, I think the Noscave is a direct connect, but the Sahara and down, they're all cross hex where you have to unscrew this side to get your crank arm off. This is direct connect for $40. That's a high-end feature on a Quantum reel that you can't even get on an $80 Shimano. Why would you waste your money on $80 when you can buy this, or on a Sahara $80 reel, when you can spend $40 on this reel and it's just as smooth? Look how smooth that is. Very, very smooth reel, just as smooth. And you'll hear people say, oh, Shimanos are smoother, Daiwas are smoother. No, not really. They can't be really smoother because they're utilizing the same internal gears, the same bearings as all the other American companies, the Flugers, the Quantums, the Lus, because they're all made in the same Chinese and Korean factories. So how can they be so much smoother when they're utilizing the same gears and the same bearings? Doesn't make sense. These reels are just as smooth, and they come, so what you have to look at is what features and specs are on these different companies' reels. And Quantum is offering a lot more than Shimano. So this is the Octane, right? I talked about the Octane. The main difference between the Octane and the Drive, which is the newer version of this that just came out last year, the year before, that has 9-ball bearings, still $40. 9 bearings in this reel. They look exactly the same crank arm, knob, everything. 9 bearings though, versus the Sahara 4 bearings, you get 5 more bearings. So that means you have multiple bearings in your handle, multiple bearings, maybe 1 or 2 bearings in your line roller. I think it's just still 1. And you have support bearings on your bale system, so it makes it smoother and stronger. You don't find that on Shimanos unless you go up to $150, $200 reels. Quantum, you get it with a $40 reel. Why would you waste the money? I keep saying that. Let's go to another reel. Let's just look at this, the final reel that we'll go over. The Quantum. Yes, I'm going over Quantum. I have other reels too. I'll show you actually one more reel after this. I'll show you a Fluger. So this is the Quantum Throttle 2. This came on a $56 combo. So it came with a really good rod. I just took the reel off. I don't feel like showing the rod. But let's just go over the reel. This is an all aluminum reel. Unibody, all aluminum reel. 11 ball bearings. Look at this spool. That is an amazing looking laser cut spool. 16-pound drag, similar to that Octane / Drive. Look how smooth that the knob is. I mean, that thing spins forever. Watch how long. This is smoother than that Octane. Watch how long this thing just spins for. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. It's amazing how smooth this reel is. And the reason why I even found out about Shimano not being as good as I thought it was 3 years ago when I got back into fishing. And I watched all the YouTube videos and I saw everyone saying buy Shimano or Daiwa, Shimano or Daiwa. Any other brand sucks in comparison. So I ended up buying a Shimano. This was my first Shimano I ever bought. I still use it, I still like it, but it's my only Shimano I have now. My Sedona wore out. I actually had an older version of the Sahara. So I was out fishing with my buddy. I had my Shimano Sahara reel, which is an $80 reel, had my Daiwa Air X, which is a great rod. That's $50. So it was $130 combo. Here I am thinking I got a good combo, which that's not a bad combo. Again, none of these reels are bad, but they're just not offering same amount of features as other companies. But I was sitting there thinking I was all like a badass. Yeah, I got my good Shimano and Daiwa combo. And I saw my buddy, he was using this, the Quantum Throttle 2, the combo. And I was like, oh, that looks, oops, sorry, my phone said it's dying. But I wanted to try it out. So I tried it and it felt better. This $56 combo felt far better than my $130 Shimano and Daiwa combo. And I felt robbed. So ever since then, I went on a mission to buy, return, buy and sell, buy and trade as many combos in rods and reels in general to see which companies or what reels are the best bang for your buck. And that's why the first 3-4 videos I've put out now is covering those reels that I think are the best bang for the buck. And the Quantum Throttle 2 is going to be the next, possibly the next one. I may do the Octane first, but it's going to be one of 2 of these Quantum reels. The last company I want to go over just real quick is the Fluke. This Fluke Tryon, direct connect handle, thicker bail, clicking bail system, 5 bearings on this 500 size. It's called a 20, but 500 equivalent to a Shimano. Anything above this is 7 ball bearings. This is a $40 reel again. And a rubberized knob too. Look at it says Fluke on it. Looks really nice. I'm gonna do a full review breakdown on this, all for $40. You have to go up to past the Sahara to get anything close to this quality. Now I always say Quantum, they don't make the best looking reels. I kind of refer to them as the Buick of fishing reels. They look good enough, but they're kind of an old man reel. But I still really like my Fluke Tryon. $40 reel, it's better than the Shimano Sahara. And if you are a Shimano fanboy and you're triggered by all this, I'm sorry. If you really think that your Shimano Sahara and down is a better reel than this, then either you're lying to yourself or you're just really misinformed. These reels are way better than Shimano. And I hope Shimano does up their game because they are going to be left in the dust. I know right now they kind of have an advantage because all the YouTubers and the pro fishermen are using Shimanos because they're sponsored by them. They're using these reels because they are sponsored by Shimano and Daiwa. Now, I referenced Daiwa a couple times. I think they are a better company than Shimano. They offer more bearing counts, they offer better reels, and they look really good too. That's the big thing I really like about Daiwas, is that they look good. I only own one Daiwa, the Crossfire, because I got it on sale again when I first started fishing for $8, and it's a $30 reel. I actually like that reel quite a bit. I don't use it all that much. It's just a backup reel. But again, I'm kind of rambling now. But again, this reel, the Quantum Octane / Drive, the Quantum Throttle, Lose makes better reels because they're offering you more bang for your buck if you buy the Lose Xfinity line. Those are really good for how much you pay for them. You're paying $60 for a rod and reel combo with the Lose Xfinity line that would cost easily $120 to $150 if you would buy a Shimano equivalent. So why would you waste your money, guys? Everyone, please do not waste your money on Shimano reels. And I think I've proven my point. The only reel I would honestly say from Shimano you should buy is the Shimano FX. Maybe the Sienna. If you want that red, if you have like a black and red combo or rod and you want a black and red reel, buy the Sienna. It gives you one more bearing. It's not a bad reel. I would rather have this FX over the Shimano Sienna, but I wouldn't say you made a bad purchase, like I said earlier, if you bought this or the Sienna. So this video went a little bit longer. I was trying to keep it within 20 minutes, and I'm right at that point right now. So that's all I have for today. If I'm looking forward to everyone's comments, if anyone even watches this video, because I'm brand new to YouTube. Nobody cares about me, probably never will, but I hope you guys see this video and you leave comments. I'm very interested to see how or what your guys' thoughts on this. I know I triggered some Shimano, or I will trigger some Shimano fanboys, and I don't apologize for it. This is an observation. I bought and sold and trade and returned so many reels over the past 3 years that it is 100% proven you're wasting your money if you buy anything above the Shimano FX. So again, That's all I have. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you next time.